Today is the day we're taking the boat out.
This is bizarre. I'm gonna go in there and see where all that water's coming from.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sailing GBU. Today we are getting ready. We have a couple more things we want to do before we get sailing, but we are sailing in this video, people. We are leaving the dock. We are unleashing the lines. We're starting up our new engine that we installed ourselves, and there's a lot of nerves, I feel like, on this side. I don't know about this side, but on this side, I'm nervous, you know? We redid our bulkheads, we redid a ton of stuff, so we're going to be testing a ton of things, autopilot out, and we're going to see how this DIY yacht, what is it called?
Renovation? Rehabilitation?
How it performs.
Oh. We have a few more little things we have to do, but we're still going to sail this episode, so don't get crazy on me. But I have to install my panel, or my ignition panel to start the engine, and I was kind of waiting to see exactly what I wanted to do, if I could put it at the helm, but that's obviously not going to work. I have too much with the new autopilot, too many compasses and everything's every which way. So I am going to put it to the side, and we figured that out as well. So today we just have to install that.
Cutting holes in our belt, so let's get into it.
Let's do it. Alright, so we think that this will be a good spot here. I can easily reach everything from the helm, check all my heat accoutrements and all my statistical readings while I'm sailing, and that's going to be good. I think this is going to be a nice spot. I did repair this back in the day, but I kind of painted it a little bit ugly right here, so I'm excited to cut it out.
Booyah! Whoa, look, you were close to cutting into that other thing.
Oh,
what is that?
Okay, a little gap. Oh my god.
What is it?
It's just the inside wall.
You need those cords. You almost chopped those cords.
Oh, those are
Boy,
gone.
you're reckless.
Those are gone missing anyway. Those ain't even real cords no more.
Right? You're doing it.
Doing it. Doing it. Doing it. Doing it. Doing it. Doing it.
Ta-da!
What you ta-daing for?
You did it.
Remember when the cool kid told me I'd have to unplug it because how you gonna put the plate through where the plate go through? And I said, girl.
Making fun of me.
I said, girl, you will not know how to do it.
Is it gonna fit with that thing behind there?
Oh, you know it's not going to. I'm gonna have to just trim it out just a little bit. I can cut that off though.
Alright, does it work? I guess it is. It's working. Oh boy! Can you believe you own a boat that just starts up with a key?
Yeah, boy. I'll tell you what. I'm surprised, to be honest.
So now that we got our engine ready to run, I just wanted to show you a package I got because in our reveal, you didn't know how we turned on our lights. Well, I got a Wi-Fi, I guess this is a Wi-Fi switch, but it's a switch that, because our walls are so thin, you can't like put regular switches in. This actually sticks to the wall, and it's battery operated, and then you have a dongle that goes to whatever lights you want. This has 4 options, 4 different lights you can turn on. So our first one, I have it set up for the salon. And then right now it's really dimmed, so this strip can brighten it. So I have my dimming option right here. The second one I'm going to have set up to the laundry room. And then the third one I'm going to set up to the cockpit. And then I have a fourth one just open. So this helps everything, but if you're like laying in bed, it also goes to like a phone app. You can go on your app and turn the lights off also. So if Matt already laid down in bed and doesn't want to get all the way up to hit this switch, he can turn it off with his phone. So
yeah, I mean, if I don't want to get all the way up and walk across the sprawling 37-foot yacht, you know.
Well, I just thought this would be cool to show because it was really hard to find light switches because of the walls are so thin. It gives you like not many options to put a switch. I would have had to put like a switch like down here or something weird. So this is like, I think it's made for RVs, but we used it for the boat. I just thought it was clever. So I'll link that down below if anyone wants to check it out. I haven't tested it in a long time to know how great it is, but it's working for now. All right, guys, as you can see, we're in the car. We are going on a trip. We are going to get some provisions. The weather's been pretty nasty. We thought we were going sailing the next day after that project, but it's been pretty nasty, so we decided to take today, as it's almost clearing up, to get our provisions. Matt wants to get an expensive ASS grill. Why are those grills so expensive? I don't understand why the grills for marine are so expensive. Obviously they're stainless steel and that. I did see some off brands that maybe were good on Amazon. Let me know what you guys think about if anyone has one of those. But we're getting some stuff before we head off.
I'm popping off in West Marine. We left our
No one's popping off.
We left our Airbnb a week early because we were so excited to sail, and then just terrible weather came in. It ain't looking too bad today though. So rain, storm, or shine, or sleek, or hail, what the hell's it called? Rain, storm, sleep, something like that. Whatever the post office says. We're gonna leave. We're just gonna leave and go, and if things break, you know, we're going back to the adventure. Screw having a perfect boat, but I'm at least gonna go up into West Marine and drop 7 racks on.
No, you're not.
If they have a powerful winch in there that I can push the button and go up the mast, I'm getting it.
Those are like $4,000.
Whatever, bro. Thaddeus Worthington got it like that.
No, he doesn't. You're not in your Thaddeus outfit.
Oh,
you're in your stained outfit.
Shit, you right. So this is what y'all want me to do? You want me to get a wingless like a little tiny baby boy? Alright, so the reason I didn't get the round one like last time was for 2 reasons. I feel like the round one really let the wind blow through it, and would take like hours to cook a tenderloin sometimes. So I got this one because it has the little legs on it. So if it's really windy, I can just take it off the rail and put it on the lazarette top outside of the wind, or even on the floor of the cockpit, and I would still be able to cook those pork chops that Kristen loves so much. I haven't been able to grill for quite some time, so like we've been avoiding ribs and, you know, some of my burnt chicken and, you know, things that I do really well. So this is more for Kristen than it is for me, but yeah, that's the main reason I went with this, is because it's square, so I think I'm going to be able to fit more and get more even cooking, and the ability to move it to different places, or if I want to take it to the beach and use these legs, you know, I can do that as well. So it's a little more,
but they're pricey AF.
Yeah,
but this one was mid price.
Yeah, this one was only $250, which you say only $250, but it lasts years and years and years. Our other one was $200, and it lasted us for 5 years of limitless grilling. So it's worth it, but the accessories for this are just ridiculous. For the rail mount, which I only got one because I'm cheap, was like $75. I might have to come get another one or try to engineer something else with the old
Yeah,
stuff,
and
so.
the cover, if you just want to buy a cover, it's like $80 or
Yeah,
something.
luckily I dated a seamstress, so she could do it.
Alright guys, as you can see, we're inside of our boat. There's foil on the windows because we've been keeping out the heat, but today is the day we're taking the boat out, and I'm really nervous. If you're new to our channel, we installed our own engine and we totally DIY'd all of the interior plus the bulkheads ourselves, mainly Matt with my support, and we're about to test them out. First time taking the boat out and testing out everything, so it's a little bit nerve-wracking. It would suck for a lot of horrible things to happen, so we're going to think positively. You got any last words to say before this goes down?
No, I'm hyped. We're going to hammer down on the motor. We're going to motor sail about, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles, something like that. And, you know, finna hammer down. I got my spare rudder on. I got my...
Spare rudder?
My tiller, excuse me. I got my spare tiller on, so I've done everything I could. I got my fenders out. Everything's ready to go. We did everything we could do.
We're basically going to be testing our motor today, and our autopilot is our main goal.
We can't stay here forever, basically. We could stay here forever and just live in a marina and just say, hey, we're the, you know, Marina Matt and Marina Kristen. Sorry, I'm usually more creative with the pseudonym names. But, yeah, we finna slide out because there's nothing left to it but to do it.
Here we go, guys. We're moving. We are moving and we are leaving the marina. Bye, marina. See you later, alligators. That's probably the lamest thing I've ever done, but it's happening, people. So we just left the marina area. We took the boat out for a couple test drives around before we got away, before we became big dogs. We made sure to hit it in reverse. I don't smell anything burning yet. So far our foam hasn't lit up. We've been keeping an eye on the temperature. We haven't tried out our autopilot yet, but so far so good. I'm thrilled, guys. I'm excited. The sun's coming out. Do you got anything to say?
Yeah, all those things reiterated, but yeah, we stayed in the mooring field for about 30 minutes going back and forth, doing all that because if something were to go bad, I've anchored there before and I've done, you know, I just feel a lot more comfortable, so maybe do that. And then you see I got my emergency tiller here in case I lose some kind of steering. I got that. That's been hitting me in the ribs from time to time, so that ain't been fun. But yeah, once I get past the reef here a little bit, about halfway there, I'm gonna start playing with the autopilot, and so far so good. It's a little breezy today, but we're just motoring, so we're chilling. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so it's time for the big one, the big test. I'm gonna put this autopilot on and see if it works. Can you believe, May, that we could both just be up here now?
No, we're both hanging out. I feel like we're gonna crash or something.
I'm looking and we're just pointing in the same direction. This thing's keeping me dead on 60 degrees. This is bizarre. So this is really it.
Yeah, this is
autopiloting with a goddamn motor running.
This is how people fall asleep and crash, or drink too many beers and crash.
I think this is how people fall in love with sailing. This is pretty cool. I'll tell you what, I put my motor down to 2,000 RPM, so we're only creeping along at like 3.5, 4.5 knots. But I think there is a little bit of chunky swell here because there's a million boats and the wind's been crossed up. And Bear wasn't really liking flying over the waves, so I slowed it down and I'm blown away. This is crazy. But I'll tell you, that's how people fall off boats. So Russell Hagar, if you're still watching, that's how you fell off, homie. Too much, the boat's moving and you're not underneath. I gotta go back. I'm too nervous. All right, y'all, so I see my bilge pump go off 2 times. And my new valve, I don't know what the heck it's called, shaft seal is supposed to keep more water out. So I'm gonna go in there and see where all that water's coming from. Alright, so I know y'all saw that boat sailing by, and here I am motoring upwind on my autopilot. And tell you what, if I was that boy, I'd be looking out just scalding me, saying, yes, what? That's all they ever do. Back when I didn't have this stuff, I was like, yeah, that's all they do is they just motor. They just motor with their autopilot on. But maybe all those people from Key West to here when I was tic-tacking against the wind, actually pure sailing, maybe all the people I saw motoring were just testing out their new autopilot and their brand new engine. So I shouldn't have judged them so harshly. You know, all this time I've been saying nobody sails, people don't sail. Maybe they were just testing their equipment and I was wrong.
Officially here. I hear all the jams of the other boats. We made it out on a weekend with our brand new boat and our brand new engine, and so far I can't be any more excited. I feel like this is like one of those really highs when you are sailing, so I hope one of those really lows doesn't come anytime soon.
Well, I'm looking at a beautiful beach, and it's one of the things, guys, I'll say I'll just have a moment of sharing. You do a lot of work to your boat and you can kind of feel the weight of that, and you're like, oh, what if this breaks? Because you're aware of every single problem and all the things that you didn't really know how to do 8 months ago that you took the chance on learning how to do. So you're very like, I'll just say this, it's easy to stay at the dock, fix things little by little and be like, oh God, I'm just be back out there on the roll, the weather's bad. But I'll tell you, even being out here and pretty much overcast, it's probably going to be pretty rolly tonight. There's no better feeling than finally being free from the dock. For all you dreamers out there, you got to just do it to it and
do it to it.
You got to do it to it. You got to do it, doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it. If you're not doing it at least 6 times, you ain't doing it. So I feel great. I'm so happy to be out where I can open everything up. I can take the tinfoil off my windows because that wasn't just for keeping the heat out, it was for keeping the looky-loos out, because I'll be walking around like Magic Mike.
Well, we got those new lights, so it's bright in there now. You can see right in the brand new windows.
I'm hyped, and it was cool to back down on the engine or on the anchor That boy didn't even move. Kristen said, what if our anchor chain snaps? Is our boat going to pop a wheelie? And I said, probably not. But you never know. Hopefully it ain't going to happen. But I let a lot of extra chain out because it was sitting in the anchor locker for a while. So I wanted to kind of drag around on the sand, get some of that rust off, back and forth. So it's going to be good. But now I got to get in the water because I got to look at my stern tube to make sure
everything's in place.
Nothing got ripped apart down there.
All right, hit that light switch, boy.
Oh, we are ready for this.
We are at the booze locker.
Alexa, lights. I didn't know about that. Just kidding. I had to push the button. But either way, guys, in celebration of our first maiden voyage successfully. Yeah, it wasn't a far one. It was only about 4 miles total, and it would have only been 1.5 to 2 miles if we would have done it straight in a row. But we're out here at the anchorage. We're back here in the wild blue. And, you know, in celebration of that, we're going to have our very first Sundowners of our new boat, of our modern yacht.
What are we doing?
I don't know. You're hyped about this drink. But either way, inaugural booze locker. Have we been to the booze locker yet in these videos?
Yeah.
Oh,
we had to tell everyone about the cost, and we had to drink heavy.
Booze locker.
Booze locker.
I told myself I wasn't going to drink no more, but then I just decided that was a lie. Lie detector test determined that we're going to shaker for us. So we're going to have rum and cokes. We're going to have rum and cokes. You know what? Oh, hell no. We're going to have Cuba Libres. I got to have a line down here I got to use. Okay, Cuba Libres. Where's the shot glass? Get the shot glass out there. Get your ass to work. Do something for this family.
Pour it up, and you can even look out your brand new windows. Oh, you just dimmed the lights with the light switch.
That's how easy it is, that boy.
Saying, do you like how you dimmed them again? You just hit it with your arm. Maybe the placement of the light switch wasn't the best. Now for the 100th time, do you like looking out your brand new windows while you pour your drinks?
I'll say it's pretty enlightening. Whoa, some guys like doing this on the front of his boat. It's getting wild out here.
Well, this has been a very eventful week. We moved on our boat, and let me tell you something. Moving in on our boat was like very pleasurable. I feel like I had so much storage around this boat that I almost have too much storage. And you're like, how can you have too much storage on a boat? Well, we basically have now so much storage that things can slide around in these giant open cabinets. Basically, these whole 4 cabinets behind us, we don't even have anything in them right now.
Well, we haven't done a proper provision yet. So
yeah,
when we go to leave,
like far.
Yeah, we're gonna go international later. You know, later this year when we go to the BVI and then St. Martin and all the French islands and the Spanish islands and stuff out there. You know, we'll stack everything. But right now we just have like 5 cans of spaghetti sauce in glass jars, and there's a room for it to slide around. Yeah, but
besides that,
there's a lot more room though because we purged. It's a mixture of the two. 1, we haven't fully provisioned yet, and 2, we did get rid of a lot of nonsense that we weren't using. And we just made a lot more room. We did a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's way more room in the galley between that slider door and all those drawers. We only have 2 plates. One for you and 1 for me. We have 4 like forks.
Yeah, all the drawers in the kitchen made a huge difference too. because a lot of that got pulled out and put into there. So, you know, not the worst problem to have. I'm really excited about that. And when we moved in, we stayed on the dock for 3 days, and I had my air conditioner hooked up, so that was pretty cool. You know, it gets really cold in this little boat with an air conditioner, so not something we're going to fit the boat with, though, maybe down the line. But yeah, I'm excited. We moved back in. That went well. We wanted to leave a little bit earlier, but the bad weather came through, so we finished a few projects, and I'm just beyond ecstatic.
We're
I'm
two
so
lucky
happy.
SOBs.
We're pretty much the luckiest SOBs in the world. We're just two spoiled brats.
Yeah.
But speaking of spoiled brats, my dad's been worried about Bear because she was loving that apartment life, and he said, yeah, Bear ain't gonna like moving back on the boat. But at the dock, I think she really liked it. She's came in and seemed like really content. I think because like we're so close to each other all the time, she can just constantly lay on my back and mess with me. So she likes that part. And then
Oh, and we got her a scratching pad, so
Yep.
she hasn't scratched our couch cushions.
she did one night and woke us both up at 3 a.m. We both said, no!
Yeah.
But we don't like...
But then we bought the scratch pad after that, and she hasn't scratched the couches since.
Yeah, we don't like to discipline our children, so we both felt really bad that we yelled at her, but these cushions are life. Are lifeblood. So yeah, the scratch pad, and then I think the Bear likes having her food, her litter box, her scratch pad, all of her stuff within like looking distance, you know, so when she hears a noise, she goes to one of her safe places, and she feels good about that. But today, we were motoring away, and I was like, oh, she's going to hate it when that motor comes on, because she really used to panic when the old one came on. But this one's so much quieter, thanks to my super flammable foam, that she was just sleeping in here on the couch for half of the way. But then we started hitting some waves, and she came out and looked at the screen door and said, guys, something's happening. But then she just came out and slept in her basket. And she did a great job. This is a sailing cat. She seems muy contento. She seems very happy. And,
So far, it was only a little sad.
yeah, we didn't have to do it overnight or anything crazy like that. But I think she's gonna like it. She's having a good time. She knows she doesn't get on this counter yet, which I'm surprised about. She goes in the garage a lot, and then she climbs in the pantry cabinets. So those are her two new favorite places. But she's loving life. None of my drawers came out on this run. We weren't sailing, so I didn't think that would come out. The garbage can has been working out great. We've been loving that thing. We've been loving every minute of it. And the kitchen functions really well now too.
Yeah, so far everything's going great. We will be sailing here in the future and testing out our bulkheads and there. So there's more to test out. We got more to test out with the autopilot. That worked pretty well though. And everything's going really great. So make sure you guys
Yeah, but after seeing those fishies, I'm not testing nothing out. I'm going snorkeling. I'm catching a lobster. I'm going to make an octopus best friend. I got to get back in that water. This is crystal clear out here.
We will. But make sure if you guys want to see any of our real-time updates, check out our Patreon. I'll leave the link down below. We just film our videos. You'll know already ahead of time that we already left before normal people see the videos. Guys, thanks for watching this video. Give us a thumbs up on this video and comment. And we'll see you guys. Oh, and if you're new, subscribe. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.